YouTube, this is Primetime Pokemon. In this video, I'll be talking about how much Evolutions Pokemon cards are worth. And before I get into how much these cards are actually worth, I want to let you know a few things. First, I have a whole playlist dedicated to the videos I've created for this series. I've reviewed and priced pretty much every set out there, so if you're interested in that, take a look. And second, before I get into how much these cards are actually worth, I'll give some general information on the Evolution set. So the Evolution set is the 71st set in the English TCG. It is the final XY series set, and it is a base set reprint set, including mainly first generation Pokemon with modernized version of base set cards, but it also has some promo cards in the set as well, like this Mew and the secret rares in the set. The official release date of the set was November 2nd, 2016. It includes 10 cards per pack with one code card in each pack, and the set has EX cards, EX Full Art, Mega EX, Mega EX Full Art, secret rares, Full Art trainers, and break cards. And the way that you identify an Evolutions card is you look at the set symbol, which is down here at the bottom right hand corner, and that is how you identify an Evolutions Pokemon card. There are 113 total cards in the set, 108 in the base set, plus 5 secret rares. If you'd like any more general information, as well as products that were released on the official release date, check the description of this video for a link to the information video that I did on Pokemon Evolutions. So now getting on to how much these cards are actually worth, I'll give you a very brief overview of just the sealed products. And the Japanese equivalent of this set would be 20th anniversary. And here's an example of the artwork. Looks very similar to base set. Here's a shot at the booster box. You're looking at $50 to $70 for the booster box. You get a holo card in each one of those packs. Here's the English Evolutions booster box. Of course, I'm giving away 3 of these Evolutions booster boxes, as well as one 20th anniversary box on YouTube right now. Definitely check out that giveaway if you haven't already. These booster boxes are $90 to $100 online, and then booster packs such as this one here are $4.19 a piece in stores. So that's really it that I'll go for in depth on the sealed products. Now getting on to the individual cards and prices. I'll talk about the prices of all the better cards in the set. I'll talk about tips for collecting this set, and then future values. So first off, I'll talk about holo cards from this set and slash rare reverse holo cards. 13 total holo cards you can get in the set. This is a base set reprint, so in base set, holo cards are the best cards you could get. So it really brings a lot of nostalgia to collectors like myself. I can show a couple of rare reverse holos. Both of these are normally holo cards, but then I can give prices on these cards once I show the holo cards as well. So here's a Mew. This is one of the ones that was a promo originally. And then of course a lot of people have seen this Machamp. Yeah, a lot of people have seen it in holo form with the first edition symbol right by my left thumb there. So there's a couple of examples of rare reverse holos. And then here are a couple of holo cards from the set. They tried to replicate the holofoil pattern very similarly to base set, and they made it so that the HP looks similar to the shadowless print of base set. So there's the Zapdos, and then of course all the old school collectors love this Charizard. Charizard is my favorite Pokemon because of this card from base set. But price wise on the holo cards and the rare reverse holos, you're looking at like $1 to $4 for almost all of them. A lot of them will be about $2 a piece. The only card that's worth anything for rare reverse holos and holo cards is this Charizard. The rare reverse holo is worth about 10 to 12, and then this holo card is worth about 12 to 15. So definitely some value here. I think it'll only go up in the future. And as far as other cards go that aren't ultra rares or secret rares, I know the Raticate rare non-holo is worth a couple of dollars because you can use it with Raticate Break, but really there's not much value outside of the ultra rares in this set. And really there's only a few cards that are really worth that much. So before I get into that, as far as holo cards go, if you buy a booster box, you're looking at 12 combined Holos and Ultra Rares. And I've opened one booster box on YouTube. I pulled out 7 Ultra Rares and 5 Holos. Usually in booster boxes for evolutions, you're looking at 5 to 8 Ultra Rares, and then if you get 8 Ultra Rares, for example, you're going to get 4 Holo cards. If you get 5 Ultra Rares, you're going to get 7 Holo cards. That total just has to equal 12. Now, there is rare scenarios where you only get 11 combined Ultra Rares or 13, but I'd say probably 80% of the time you're going to get boxes with 12 combined Ultra Rares and Rares. So, now that you know that about the booster box, I'll get into the EX cards in the set. And there are 7 different EX cards in this set. And they're on average 1 in 12 packs. They range in value from $5 to $12. And I'll show several of the EX cards I have in my collection already. And the only one that isn't worth around $5 is Dragonite. Every other one, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, Slowbro, Mewtwo, and Pidgeot, are all worth about $5. The problem with this set, at least these EX cards like Venusaur, Blastoise, Charizard, they're all reprints from their respective sets, if it's either XY or Flash Fire. But I can show these. As a collector, I like the gold border to the cards quite a bit. So there's Venusaur, there's Charizard, Blastoise, Slowbro, which is new to this set, there's Mewtwo. Like the artwork quite well. I read somewhere it's very similar looking to the Super Smash Bros. Mewtwo. And then there's Dragonite. So this is the most valuable EX card in the set. It's worth around $12. All of the other EX cards, the regular EX cards, are worth around $5. And when I look online, the way that I determine Pokemon card values is I mainly look at sold listings on eBay, but then I go to sites that sell individual cards like Troll and Toad, Poke Order, Professor Oak, and I look at what they're listing their cards for, and then I look at what cards are actually selling for on eBay. So the next type of Ultra Rare I'll talk about is EX Full Art cards, and of the 7 EX cards that I mentioned earlier, there are only 3 that have full art form: Pidgeot, Mewtwo, and Dragonite. And they pretty much mirror the prices that I just mentioned. Pidgeot and Mewtwo, Pidgeot's worth, the one that I have in my hand here, is worth $10. Mewtwo is worth $12, and then Dragonite is worth $20. So it's almost double what the regular EX version is worth. And with any of the full art cards in these booster boxes, you're looking at 2 to 3 per box. So that could be split between EX Full Art Trainers, and Mega EX Full Art cards. And that's really the only EX Full Art that I've pulled so far out of the evolutions that I've opened up. So next I'll talk about Mega EX cards, and there are 5 different Mega EX cards in this set. And they are Venusaur, Blastoise, Slowbro, Pidgeot, and then Charizard Y. Similar to EX cards, almost all of them are worth $8, and only Charizard Y is worth $15. On average, Mega EX cards are 1 in 18 packs, so you'll get 1 to 2 per booster box. And here's some of my Mega EX cards that I've pulled so far. There's Blastoise, Slowbro, and Charizard. Again, these are reprinted directly from Flashfire XY, except for that Mega Slowbro. So, of the Mega EX cards, there are 4 that have full art versions. The only one that doesn't is Slowbro. And it's very similar with this as well, that 3 of the 4 are worth $15, and the only one that's worth a fair amount is Charizard Y, which is worth $40, and that's easily the most valuable card in this set. All these ones I'm showing are only worth about $15 each. So there's Venusaur, Blastoise, and Pidgeot. And of course I haven't pulled the most valuable card in the set. I'll probably have to end up buying that card to complete my collection of the set. Next up, I'll talk about full art trainer cards. Again, that's the same thing I was talking about earlier. You're going to get 2 to 3 full arts per booster box. So they're about 1 in 12 to 18 packs. 2 full art trainer cards, both are worth $15 a piece. I do like that they incorporated characters from the anime into the trainers in Brock's Grit. and then Misty's Determination. So that's it for the ultra rares. Now I'll talk about the break cards. These are almost like just a little bit above holo rarity wise. There are 4 different break cards. Every single one is worth $4. They're 1 in 18 packs. You're looking at 2 per box. And the 4 in this set are Ninetales, Starmie, Nidoking, and Machamp. Again, all 4 are worth about $4 a piece. You can find them for less on eBay, but I would say if you can get it less than $4, you got a pretty good deal. And finally, I'll talk about secret rares in this set. And usually, secret rares are really hard to pull. They're about 1 in 72 packs. The secret rares in this set, and there are 5 of them, they're pretty easy to pull. They're about 1 in 8 packs. You can get about 4 to 6 per booster box. And unfortunately, they don't even really look that cool. They're promo cards previously that came out, but all of them are rare non-holo cards. They come in the uncommon slot in the booster pack, and I've actually pulled 2 secret rares in 1 pack before. But every single one of these secret rares are only worth $3, so they're not much. If you're a collector, pretty easy to buy like this. So here are the secret rares in the set. Executor, Flying Pikachu, Surfing Pikachu, Imakuni's Doduo, and then there is a Here Comes Team Rocket. So that's really it for all the ultra rares, the secret rares, the break cards, the holos, and then other notable cards in this set. Again, Charizard, Mega Charizard Y EX Full Art is easily the most valuable card in this set at $40. Next most valuable card is Dragonite EX Full Art at $20, and then both Full Art Trainer cards from this set are worth $15, and the Charizard Holo is worth $15 as well. As far as tips on collecting this set, of course, if you can afford it, booster boxes are always the best way of opening a lot of packs for the cheapest amount. Packs in stores cost $4.19 a piece. You can get a booster box for, let's say, $100. That's less than $3 a pack, so it's definitely worth it to do that. Another cheap way to get cards, and you just heard the prices I said, for the most part, outside of 4 cards out of the set, 4 or 5 cards, every card's pretty cheap. So you can go on eBay or some other site that sells cards and buy these cards for pretty cheap. Me personally, I buy everything new that comes out. I open it once, and whatever cards I don't get, I go out and buy, just because it's much cheaper that way to complete the set by just buying the individual cards you want instead of opening up booster box after booster box and just getting duplicates of the cards that you really don't want anymore. So that's what I would say for collecting. I guess if you're a player of the TCG, it's always best to go out and buy the cards you want. If you're looking for the cheapest possible prices, what you really want to do is you want to wait until these cards go out of the current rotation for the TCG, and then demand will go way down because people aren't going to want these cards in their collection. If they're mainly battlers and play the TCG, the prices will drop a little bit. The one thing you want to be leery with this set is that it is all base set reprints, so there's a lot of nostalgia for this set, so it may keep prices up just a little bit higher, and where they really won't drop down that much. Now the big question, future value, and if this set is really worth investing in, keeping some booster boxes or booster packs sealed. I would say 100% it is worth it to invest in this set. Just nostalgia is a huge, huge factor in collecting. And myself, I was in elementary school in the late 90s, and it was huge back then. A lot of my friends I know still have a binder full of their holo cards from, base set, jungle, fossil, base set 2, that type of thing. So it's going to drive up the prices in the future, and a lot of people are just going to want to open up an Evolutions box just for some memories, because base set is so expensive to buy sealed nowadays. This is going to be the cheaper alternative to base set, I think, and that'll drive up the prices. As far as the individual cards, Charizard is going to be really expensive in the future. Pokemon took a big swing and miss, I think, with not including Blastoise and Venusaur as Holos in this set. But I think the Charizard Holo and the Charizard Rare Reverse Holo, very popular in the future. Highly recommend getting as many of those cards as you can now, while it's only worth $15 a piece. I could see in the next couple of years getting up to $40, $50 for that card. I know that's about what the base set card's worth nowadays. But where I think this set sets itself apart, and why this set will be in demand in the future, is its ultra rares. I know they're not worth that much right now, but because they're all the first generation of Pokemon, that's going to drive up price. I really like the touch of gold or on the borders of all of the ultra rares. That makes it look like almost a secret rare, and I think that will really drive up for demand as well. They'll look back at the cards and say, wow, those are some beautiful cards. I definitely want to add those to my collection. So again, I may be biased since I was such a huge collector way back in the late 90s, but I think this set is really going to be worth it in the future, and I would highly recommend collecting this set and really investing in this set for the future. And if you're just getting into the TCG, definitely recommend getting into the first generation of Pokemon before Sun and Moon comes out in February. So I think that's where I'm going to end this video. I've had a good, 16 minutes sort of talking about prices, general information, and what my thoughts are on this set. Again, if you want to know any more general information, there's a link in the description of this video to my set information video on evolutions. But if you have any additional questions, feel free to message me or comment on this video. Let me know what you think about this set, what you think they did right, what they did wrong, what your thoughts are, if you like this set as much as base set, that type of thing. But there you have it. I thank everyone for watching again. I do have that huge Evolutions giveaway on YouTube right now, and I will be doing another giveaway later this week, hopefully, for one of the 2 Evolution themed decks. So thanks everyone for watching. As always, before you go, check out all the links in the description of this video, including links to my blog, Facebook, and Twitter pages, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.